On to the next mission. I'm sorry, but why does Ricky Morrow outright say things about difficulty settings? Okay, gather information. Another good bit of variety in the missions around here, but I somehow doubt the variety is going to translate that well due to the gameplay. So the person who's essentially a fantasy spy is going to be going to a more legitimate spy for information. Well, let's see how they pull this off in this mission.
各地に放たれていた密偵の一人から何かを掴んだとの知らせが入ったのである。
Well, that's a rather basic bit of pre-mission information for us. I know it's another filler mission just like the last one, but still, absolutely every mission gets a briefing here. So excuse me for somehow expecting more than just spies in Border Village. Talk to her before we get the mission started. Well, looks like we're gonna be in the exact same village as last time. Now to once again start clearing out samurai that are wandering all over the place, not really giving a damn if they actually serve the Goda or some other faction. I'm a little worried that the guy down there might see us kill the guy in the higher elevation, but then that's not the only guy around here we have to worry about possibly seeing us kill him. Wait, what? Okay, apparently the guards are a lot more clustered together for this mission than the previous match. That's gonna make things a little more awkward as I try to clear the place out. Though we could go straight to the informant to get the information we want and leave in a hurry. No need to wipe out the guard population. Not that we can see her on the map like we could the bombs in the previous one. And much like the previous mission, I just enjoy getting up to the various enemies in the area and putting our blade through them. That going for the quick finish just isn't really in the cards for me. Though that's probably going to make the game as a whole feel longer than it strictly needs to be. And it's probably going to undercut the attempt to make the missions feel more distinct from one another, since I'm going to be slaughtering people left and right in every mission, even the ones that you could conceivably get through without having to kill anyone. I'm sure that's more my fault than the game designers, since I'm actively making the choice to hunt down every enemy on the map, even in missions where that isn't necessary. And again, that's one of the biggest things that makes me cautious of playing very much respected stealth games like Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell. I am just far too bloodthirsty. If I remember right, the Metal Gear Solid games discourage you from leaving corpses in your wake, and the Splinter Cell games have plenty of missions where you are not supposed to eliminate the hostiles in a given area. Okay, apparently we have a number of civilian ladies outside at the moment. Well, that kill looked a bit crap due to when that door closed on us there. As if the fact that we have civilians that we're not supposed to kill hanging around in random spots isn't rough enough around here. Right, another climb up. Our girl can certainly jump quite a distance. Bit of a shame that basketball hasn't been invented yet. She would have been quite the star with that kind of sport, with leg strength like that. Much less the arm strength. Okay, so that guy somehow got suspicious, but doesn't know where we are when I feel like we're pretty out in the open to someone in his position. Shit. All that, and I couldn't manage to catch that guy by surprise. Wait, why are we still detected if the guy who saw us was killed? Unless somebody else was the reason we got spotted? Oh, well, at least things have calmed back down, for now at least. And we nearly get caught again, because the blood of the previous guy is still on our clothes. I can't help wondering why it is that after a direct, regular attack we gain the scent of blood, but when we do a stealth kill, we don't get a blood scent, especially when many of the stealth kills give our targets an outright blood geyser that probably gets at least some of it splattered on our hero. I know it's one of those gameplay elements that doesn't really mean much of anything to the story, just something arbitrary to make things a little more interesting than just running from kill to kill. It's not even something that's outright crippling to us, considering the scent disappears after the first person smells us, and I generally go for stealth kills anyway. It's just another something to give me a little more to talk about at the moment. Two ladies wearing the same clothes patrolling the night. And they are far more effective as deterrents to me since I don't want to kill any civilians. I'm not up to those levels of bloodthirsty around here. Probably one of the reasons I can be considered one of the good guys, assuming that's the right term to use when you're in the Sengoku period, where pretty much everyone has some blood on their hands. Part of me wants to laugh that this guy somehow didn't notice his buddy get the rather odd death due to the glitch in door moment earlier on. The other is wondering why I have the moral compass of a predator when we're supposed to be doing spy work right now. Yeah, probably not the best place to wait for the opportune moment to strike. Should I bother asking why he ran that short distance? Because, to be fair, we are a damn good reason to want to run since we are just ending people all over the place. But it's not like that guy could have known about all the other people we've killed in this mission, much less all the others. Yeah, these poor bastards are dropping like flies, and I'm sure they'll continue to do so for the rest of the game. And considering how many enemies we kill per mission, and how many missions there are in the game as a whole, not to mention the lack of variety in the attacks, I can't help feeling that maybe I should start fast-forwarding through the clips in this game after this one. It doesn't really matter how fun it is to play through if it's just gonna feel like essentially the same missions over and over again when working on commentary around here. I know, it's my fault for choosing to do this game between Earth Defense Force games, but to be fair, it does have some similarities to the EDF games. It was cheaply made for the console it was released on. It has an obscene number of missions, and only a handful of maps for those missions. And the story is bare bones, and there aren't really any characters to give a damn about. It was a game made purely under the concept of, wouldn't it be fun if you could be this? Not that I can really call this game experimental. Again, it is the fifth in a series, and the only one where you play as a nameless, generically created character, as opposed to one with any kind of story arc to them. Granted, the storytelling in Tenchu 1, 3, and 4 weren't anything especially noteworthy. Still, events in one mission felt like they meant more in the next as you followed a given character. Here, the only real thing that feels like it's on the line is my personal pride. Can I keep getting good scores as we go through mission after mission? And more importantly, where the hell is the lady we're actually supposed to be talking to? I know she's probably the only civilian woman wearing a hat, but we've only been seeing samurai or civilian women with bare heads. It is just downright hilarious that I'm far more terrified of a person who can't even hurt us seeing us than any of the hostiles. A guy with a sword seeing us makes it annoying to kill him, and he's probably going to land a few blows due to the purposely bad combat mechanics, but it's not the same kind of tension. Guy with a bow, annoying, but at least he can't block any of our attacks, so he's actually a little easier to deal with. But someone incapable of fighting back, I just feel like a complete ass for striking. And that's not even taking into account the fact that you lose points for being spotted and for killing civilians. Anyway, I can't help feeling that the next snap and kill isn't as cool as any of the sword kills. Bit odd that we can only do that particular kill when our sword is out, though. I mean, it's not like we're slicing or using it for leverage. Ah, and there's our target. Kind of disappointed she doesn't register with our character's person sensing thing on the bottom left. I really should put that mask onto our character. Not that she has any dialogue at any point to go along with her lack of lip movements and lack of expression. And really? Detected 3 times, and we're still getting the ending grade of Ninja 5? Apparently the game is very forgiving in that regard. And it seems just a bit more odd to me, since I can't help feeling that if we were playing on hard, we'd do approximately just as well. I assume that the one guy who saw us, it would take more hits to bring down, but not that I have any clue what the difficulty setting changes around here. Maybe enemy numbers, maybe how much damage characters take in direct combat, maybe how quickly the enemy goes from suspicious to unaware. Anyway, definitely going to be doing a lot of fast forwarding at this point in this game, and it is going to be quite a few missions fast forwarded through. Again, fun to play through, but not interesting to watch, and since I'm watching instead of doing things live, we need to push things forward a little faster so I don't drive myself insane. Anyway, so I'm just buying things for the sake of burning cash in a game where we don't have too many things to spend money on. Definitely a crappy economy.